There's so much that has been told to women that to be a good girl, you have to be a certain way. Good girls don't make history. Bold girls make history. Bold people make history. So if you want to be the lead actor of your movie, which is your life, you've got to take choices that might be contrary to what you've heard. And that empowerment may or may not come from your parents, may or may not come from your family or boyfriend or whoever you're around. It comes from you. And that no one can do, you know.
One of the powerful habits of top 1% performers is remarkable boldness. Yeah, so you will see them, step into their power, being confident, being bold in everything that they do. There's that energy about them. Right now, if you need to be in that 1%, top 1%, then boldness is not negotiable. What happens when I'm not showing up in my bold version, my bold avatar? What am I missing out on? What's the impact? Is all that I want to talk about in this brief video. So stay on right until the end because maybe this is exactly what you're missing out on. Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA, corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping corporate leaders build their happiness muscle by expressing their higher potential, by creating meaningful relationships at work. And if that's you, if what you hear today resonates, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. Remarkable boldness. Yes, that's one of the characteristics of the top 1% performers. Now, quite often we are not showing up as the bold version of ourselves. It's not about the capability or the capacity, it's about what within me is holding me back. So you've got to do whatever it takes. You've got to work on those limiting beliefs that which holds you back and just show up as your bold version. Because when you are not being bold, right, then you're not taking risks, then you're not asking for help, then you're not reaching out to people, then you are not open to receiving feedback or maybe receiving different opinions or ideas or connecting with people. So many things which are all linked to you being bold. Yeah. And the when I'm not taking risks, when I'm not being courageous, when I am not asking for what I really want, I know I want this and I'm not even asking for that. Yeah, how will I even get it? And therefore I don't get it, you don't get it, you keep sulking, you keep waiting for it, and you hope that maybe this is not the best time, maybe things will turn around, maybe people will change, and that's how you will get what you want. Well, it doesn't happen. You've got to ask for whatever you want. You've got to claim it and you've got to show up in your boldest avatar, right? Doesn't mean you go insensitive, doesn't mean you just say whatever you feel like. No, but quite often this what's going on here. All the thoughts that you have, all the feelings as a result, just leave you in your shell. And when you're in your shell, then you don't think of, you just pass one day and the second day, oh, I did this. Not that you're not making achievements, not that you don't have accomplishments, but we're talking about the top 1%, right? We're talking about champions. So if I want to be a champion, and I'm very clear about it, because wanting to be a champion and I mean, I am a champion and I just need to show up like that are two very different things, right? So I can sit down and keep wanting something versus I can say, I don't know how, I mean, maybe I need this to show up boldly. Or I say, I just show up boldly no matter what. So I declare certain things, I make certain bold decisions, I take certain risks. I do not hold myself back. I do not hesitate from making those sometimes even outrageous declarations, proposals. Yeah. Is it ringing some bell? Is it resonating? Do you see that somewhere maybe you're not being bold, right? And when you see those other people and you see them bold, confident, then you say, oh, I want to be like that, right? Or you may also find yourself saying, hey, I don't quite like that kind of a demeanor. Both of those mean that that's exactly what you need right now. Yeah. So, the whole, just to quickly summarize what I wanted to let you know, remind you of is to do whatever it takes, but bring in that boldness if you want to take it to the next level, right? And it doesn't matter whether you are a business tycoon, or maybe just a startup owner, um, or you're a homemaker. It doesn't matter. It's about, you know, being a champion, and for that, I am being bold. I'm showing up in that bold version of me, which means not letting anything hold me back and going out there, being bold and doing what is needed to be done, taking the risks, making those outrageous proposals, reaching out to people, asking for what I want, and not thinking here and analyzing and overthinking. Going out and doing what is needed to be done, which comes from the B, that's the bold avatar. That's the bold version, the boldness that's there inside of me. So that's something, and why am I sharing that with you today is because that's something I'm working on as well for me. And that's something I so want all of us to work on. Right? It's such a fine blend of you being kind, you being empathic, and yet you being bold, right? So don't mistake the identities. It's about you bringing out that boldness inside of you, which is needed for you to grow, for you to bring out the best inside you, and for you to take the game to the next level. Hope this makes sense, resonates, and get into that being and the doing then. See you very, very soon in the next one. Until then, subscribe to the channel because there's the podcast series, Aastha Unplugged, where we have fortnightly episodes published here. They're really amazing, right from the industry leaders. And also, you have these videos, which are again fortnightly there, which will talk about some aspect that maybe you need to hear in the moment, right? Don't miss out. Cheers. Lots of love.